the children, as this is going to be a sight to see. All the beautiful native babies that have been following the footsteps of their family and their loved ones and their teachings. You know, there's more than 586 tribes, federal tribes in the United States of America. And you probably only hear about one or two within our curriculum system, maybe either 3 or 4 at the very most. And we all have our own language, ceremonies, ways of life, dances, songs, food, and how we teach our children. But there's one thing that is always going to stay the same. That Creator created us all, and He created us all equal. It's a part of natural law. When that rain falls down to Mother Earth, there's growth, there's life. When the rivers meet the ocean and they follow that natural law, that's a beauty within it. And we always forget, people call these ways of life tornadoes and tsunamis, earthquakes. They call that a natural disaster. But we don't call that a disaster. We call that natural law. That's for our Mother Earth to heal, as our matriarchs can absolutely heal their body. And it's a beautiful thing that Creator has made for us, as the women, the matriarchs are our life givers, our backbones, our fireplace. They keep us balanced as men, because we can only do so much. We wouldn't be on this earth without our mothers and our grandmothers and the ones that gave us life. So at this time, we're going to honor the tiny tots. But before we do, we need to warm up our crowd. We need to warm on up. So on the count of 3, I want to hear a round of applause. I want you to scream and shout. Show them what you're all about. On the count of 3, let's hear what you got. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. It looks like we got the high sign from our arena director, Mr. Wayne Silas Jr. As we go over here to the southern host with the most, gentlemen, kinfolk. You are on the air, the world singing champions by the way of Carnegie, Oklahoma, a.k.a. Hog Creek, a.k.a. Vibes. When you're ready, Cozy, you're live. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's honor by standing for our children. Let's stand and rise to show them that we're happy for them in this place. Show them the support as the future of our communities.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the arena first, carrying our traditional Eagle staff. He comes to us from right here in Phoenix, Arizona, representing the Dene Nation. How about a round of applause, Arias Badoni? Ladies and gentlemen, immediately following Arias Badoni, we welcome in a young man from Loop, Arizona, representing the Dene, Oglala. How about a round of applause for carrying in our United States flag, Wanblee McCabe? Dancing alongside, carrying in our Canadian flag, we welcome in with a big round of applause, representing the MHA Nation, Plains Cree, Seekongu Lakota. Round of applause for Wenonta Baker. Carrying in the state of Arizona flag. He comes from right here, Phoenix, Arizona, representing the Hopi, the Cherokee, the Dene Nation, Keegan Monroe. Ladies and gentlemen, again, if this isn't the most beautiful sight you have ever seen in God's green earth, how about a round of applause for all of our Tiny Tots? Ladies and gentlemen, we have future doctors, future lawyers, future police officers, firemen, firewomen. Ladies and gentlemen, we may have the future of the United States. We may have our future president represented right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let them hear it. Let's give them some love and good energy. Scream!
They can hear you now. Round of applause for a most beautiful sight on a Saturday night. All right, boy, I tell you what, thank you there, Kozad. Kozad will be coming right back to you as we'll be going through the protocol of our flag song and our victory song. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great honor to introduce our young folks that are carrying in our traditional Eagle staff and our flag bearers. Again, coming to us from right here in Phoenix, Arizona, representing the Dene Nation. A round of applause carrying our traditional Eagle staff, Arias Badoni, right there in the center. Carrying in the United States flag, again, coming to us from Loop, Arizona, representing the Dene and Oglala. He comes to us again from Loop, Arizona. How about a round of applause? Wombly McCabe. Carrying in our Canadian flag, he comes to us from the MHA Nation, the Plains Cree, Shikangu Lakota. How about a round of applause, our Canadian flag bearer, Wania Baker. And last but not least, again from right here in Phoenix, Arizona, representing the Hopi, the Cherokee, Dene Nation. How about a round of applause for Kiga Monroe? And again, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if we could bear with us as we call upon Kozad singers to render us a flag song in honor of these traditional flags, this Eagle staff, and all of our tiny tots represented today. Thank you there, Kozad family. At this time, Kozad, we're going to come right back to you as we are going to dance out our tiny tots here with a victory song. Again, we want to encourage all of you mamas and daddies, big brothers, big sisters, aunties, uncles, keep encouraging, keep bringing your children into this circle. At this time, as our young people make their way around the arena one final time, we thank them for being here. We thank them for carrying on this legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, again, our traditional ways, our powwow ways, our song and dance is in very, very good hands. As again, I commend all of you relatives for encouraging and bringing your young people here. I want to thank the ASU Powwow Committee for bringing this unique grand entry. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause one more time for all of our tiny tots? Hiya! Ladies and gentlemen, as our tiny tots are making their way off the dance floor, we want to say thank you to the Arizona State University Pow Wow Committee, as they are going to acknowledge them. They're going to give them an honorarium as they make their way off the dance floor for Saturday Night Live. Whee!
One more time, let them hear it for the Tiny Tot Dancers.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We want to say thank you again to all of our tiny tots. As they make their way out of the dance floor here, they will be receiving an honorarium. On behalf of the Arizona State University Pow Wow Committee, we say thank you for an awesome show here on Saturday night. Man, I tell you what, I think more powwows should have this in their playbook, man. I tell you, an awesome sight.